All right, everybody, welcome on here. So today we're going to be looking at some of the different ways you can divide, especially when decimals are involved. A lot of times students will see decimals and think, oh my gosh, there's a dot on the page. It doesn't look like a regular number. How does that affect our answer? Well, let's take a look at a couple example problems here. Sometimes we'll see example problems such as 48 divided by 4. A lot of students might recognize this as a math fact and think, oh, it's 12, no problem at all. We can quickly do some mental math. 12 times 4 does make 48, so that checks out. But all of a sudden, if I do the same problem, but I add a dot in front of that 4, 48 divided by 0.4, all of a sudden becomes a mystery. Well, we don't need to let it scare us too much. If we look at these two problems, we notice we have a 4 that's in the ones place, but this 4 is not in the ones place. Because of that decimal placement, this is now in the tenths place. Well, the tenths place is vastly different than the ones place. We have a power of 10 difference. Well, if we think logically about it a little bit here, it would make sense that if I have 4 12s, I get 48. But if I put 12 down here, well, wait a minute. 12.4s, that's like saying 40 cents or 40% of something. I'm not going to get 48. So something has to be different here. Well, let's see. This one's a power of 10 smaller. Well, if it's smaller, I'm going to need more of it. Think about if you were to fill a box up with beach balls. You might not need as many, but if all of a sudden you're filling it up with sand, you're going to need a lot more of something. Well, luckily in math, it's not a guess. We know based on powers of 10, we can adjust. So if I have a power of 10 less, I need a power of 10 more of something to fill it up. So in this case, 48 divided by 4 tenths becomes 120. Let's check that out with another example here. If I have 72 divided by 24, if you think about hours in a day, 24 hours in a day, how many days to make 72? 3 days. Not a problem at all. But again, same concept. If I take these same numbers and set up a division problem, but instead of 24, now I have 2.4, 2 and 4 tenths. Again, looking at it, numerically, these are the exact same numbers. But in terms of the answer, I'm going to get two very different answers because I have a difference in a power of 10 in my problems here. 72 has remained the same, but 24 has now become 2 and 4 tenths. Again, we see a difference in a power of 10, so we have to account for that. Yes, we will have a 3 because they are the same numbers in the sense, but it's not the same value. So because 2.4 is a power of 10 less, remember I think of our beach balls filling up a box versus sand, we're going to need more of it because now this is a smaller value. Because of that power of 10 difference getting smaller, I need to get bigger. So again, when we powers of 10 getting larger to the right, we move that over, boom, we get 30. Now it makes more sense. 3 days at 24 hours gives me 72, but 3 at 2.4 will not become 72. Again, that power of 10 comes into play. Now I need 30 of them to account for that power of 10, but we do account for it in our answer. So there's a little quick math to help you out with decimals anytime in the future.